Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
Hi, Kat. So, Patreon request. Ooh, it's from Mira. Hi, Mira. She always picks good ones. So I trust that this will be a good one.
Okay.
So it's Ddaeng. Please tell me they say it like that.
Ddaeng.
Ddaeng.
Yeah. Or in other words, dang, dang, dang. Army know that, so I look mad.
What does it mean?
Ddaeng is the sound, it mimicking the sound of a bell. So it means when you got a question wrong. So if you say something and obviously it's like wrong, it's dang. That's what it is. So Ddaeng is a diss track basically, and it's an unofficial song, so it's not actually on any of the albums, but you can find it on Spotify, and obviously there's videos of them performing it. It's become, even though it's like this unofficial song, it literally is like a rite of passage for Army. Like when you get on this, it's such a
my growing up.
Yeah, it's such an important song because they wrote it, so J-Hope Sugar RM, they wrote it and released it in June 2018, so it was for their Festa, which is obviously that period of time around their birthday, in June time. So there you go. So in 2018, they were obviously well on their way to, they sang some big awards, and they 2018 they'd already started to crack America. They had performed at the VMAs and things like that, so they were beyond just getting acknowledged in sort of Southeast Asia. Now they were sort of starting to crack the world, which was amazing. But so they wrote this song basically throughout their career, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's always going to be toxic people, right? So trying to tear someone down. Any K-pop group would seem to get an amount of hate, but it seems like BTS just is a bigger target. Again, people seem to really dislike them. They came from a small label, you've got no money, you don't look good, blah, blah, blah. And they were still on this same train of thought, and it was basically, Ddaeng is written as a diss track, a gift to all the haters out there, because by 2018, they were basically saying, you carry on doing what you're doing, because guess what? You were wrong.
It surprises me though that they can get that much hate for those reasons, because normally everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They beat all the odds. That's
is that
amazing.
a British thing?
I don't know. Guys, is that
love
British?
an underdog.
Yeah. Like they beat all the odds. That's amazing. And again, it's not saying that artists from sort of the bigger labels and whatnot don't have to work their asses off. They absolutely do. So respect there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't know why. But yeah. So they wrote this song, basically, Ddaeng, as in, you're wrong, but you were wrong, because guess what? You hated on us, you were hoping that we weren't going to make it, you were wrong. So it's just, that's it. It's just literally and they're such bosses just for owning it. I mean, who do you know that can literally bring out a track? We know how humble they are, but yet when they're in that zone, they totally have bragging rights.
Yeah.
So this is just like a diss track, such swag. Just being like, sorry bitches, y'all were wrong. So, yeah.
Okay.
But we are also going to watch the DKDKTV explanation. I love their channel. There's really good. There's a couple of guys there that do really, really good explanations and breakdowns of a lot of K-pop videos and things like that. So they're really good. I've seen that one ages ago. Loads. There's loads
are they like to do with, because sometimes it's all the messages they're putting in, like in Blood, Sweat and Tears, that's full of symbolism and stuff like that. Or is it more about more of the Korean
language?
Culture?
Yes, it's more to do with Korean culture and the language and the play on words, because obviously a lot of that stuff can get lost on us if we don't fully understand that. So they're really...
Like Jin's dad jokes.
Yeah. So they're really, really good at explaining stuff. But what's funny as well is DKDKTV, again, I don't understand why, apparently they get a lot of hate as well. So whenever I've watched videos of them talking about... explaining BTS diss tracks, when like in their explanation of they were saying like, people are giving you hate and blah 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 and it's just wasted, why would you put your energy into something that matters? And he was like, yeah, exactly, put your hate somewhere that matters, okay, just saying. And it was because they obviously get a lot of hate as well. And again, I have no idea why. They do such a good job, but they just seem like nice normal people that have a YouTube channel. Why are they getting hate?
I always say, don't like it, keep scrolling.
Yeah, keep scrolling. I don't know. But yeah, so DKDKTV will most likely do a much better explanation than I can. this is cool because I haven't actually watched Ddaeng for a long time, so I'm looking
So it's
forward
just
to
the
watching
rap
it.
line.
It is, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, this version is just the rap line, but as you know, we know like
Please
V.
tell me I get more of Jin rapping.
Well, we know that it's
Pop in.
Pop in. They all like having a go at rapping, but predominantly V just, I think in V's other life he was a rapper. He just wants to be a big pimp rapper, and that's cool. He's just living his best life.
A bit like Erin.
yes, basically that's why they're a match made in heaven. So we do, and we will get onto the performance eventually, where at one of the latest musters, they do get the vocal line involved in singing Ddaeng. So that was good.
I like that though.
That was a really fun version. But this one is the original, which is just the rap line.
I do like it when they do that though, and they change things.
Mm.
Like when we saw them do DKDKTV,
Yeah.
I felt like for V that was just like the dream.
This is what I mean. You will see it. So DKDKTV is like V getting his chance to do some of the rap line stuff, like obviously now 2021, but like Ddaeng was like earlier, so that was like whenever. And I think the video we're gonna watch is when the vocal line are watching it from the sidelines, and there comes a time when V just can't contain himself.
Aww.
So you'll see it.
Please remember to like the video, comment and subscribe. What can we ask people in the comments?
What's your favourite rap line song? We have not yet got to the ciphers. We've got obviously on the list.
I've got one.
Hmm?
Okay, it doesn't have to be a BTS song. It could be a song by anyone. But what rap song would you like to hear the vocal line rap?
Oh my
Any
god!
song. Imagine like V trying to do Eminem or something.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I want to see it.
I don't know.
Doing like the real Slim Shady.
Yeah. Okay, I would want the vocal line to do Twister's Overnight Celebrity.
Although I don't think it's fair with JK.
Because
he was rapping early
he can
days,
rap.
yeah.
Mm. I mean, technically all of them can rap.
Yeah.
I would say just to different levels. I mean,
I would like
even
them to
Jin.
I would like them to do Men in Black.
Oh, okay.
Or getting jiggy with it.
Yeah.
That would be good, yes. And that's even the words. Yes, that's even the words. No. They're fine with
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
Miami.
Yeah.
It's going to come to me in the middle of the night. I'll be like sitting up like, I've thought of one.
I'm gonna get some random message tomorrow morning. I thought of a song, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, oh. Well done.
Head over to Patreon, where we are at least 4 videos ahead. We've got exclusives like the dance practices and cardboard karaoke's on there.
Mm-hmm.
We did a video of the interviews they did on Jimmy Fallon recently, including Will It Fit?
Yeah.
Will It Fit?
Yeah. And we have our research over there, our scientific research at 0.25 speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very important research.
Nothing to do with perving.
Maybe for you it is, but for me, it's for science.
I would say for this now, just take in the swag, the melody, that face value. Do you know what I mean? That face value,
Yeah.
because I know that we previously had rap line songs where you're trying to take in the subtitles as well. Yeah, so
It's very fast.
yeah, I would say kind of maybe just separate it and enjoy it at face value and see what vibe you get from it. And then obviously the explanation video will probably do a pretty good job of explaining.
I love his hair.
They look so good.
It doesn't have a hard hitting feel, it's more like a ha
It's
Yeah.
It's literally taking the piss.
He's a fan like me. I want to see Minyoung get close. Where is my fan?
Here's one of them. Look at him, the swag. Look, he can't contain himself.
Rapline's biggest fanboy.
He literally is.
Sunglasses kind of don't go with the outfit, but I think they go with the message, like the tone. Smile. Oh, Minyoung. He looks so good in that.
They all look wicked.
Oh, they did. J-Hope, I love that colour combination. Like the burgundy and the navy. You know, you're looking at it going, I hadn't thought of putting those together, but that really works.
Yeah, he looked like he was just in some like rich eccentric millionaire in like a smoking jacket, like just chilling, but it looked really, really good.
We always say that about V. But when you think about it, he probably is an eccentric millionaire.
Yeah, that's basically, that was it. He was just laying the path for what he was to become.
I like J-Hope's hair, that messy look.
Yeah, look good. That's what I love about them. It's like, it was almost like effortlessly good, effortless royalty, looking so handsome and just doing their thing. It was amazing.
Because I said about RM with the sunglasses, it's like it doesn't go with the outfit because it's kind of that older look of a
traditional, traditional dress.
But it's almost like that's part of the message and being like,
I can do what I want. Yeah. I could be wrong. Hopefully they'll explain it in the DKDKTV one. But I think they went for traditional dress in that because they started getting hate when they were going over to in America and performing at the VMAs and that. They started getting hate of basically people saying, "Oh, you're gonna sell out now. Like you're gonna start doing English. You're gonna start doing all this shit. You're not gonna basically care about your roots." Which was another reason they were still getting that hate at the time when they did Idol, and Idol was a reaction and them saying, "We love our culture, so hush your beak." So I think that's another reason that they chose to perform Ddaeng in traditional dress as well, because they were at that time getting that hate from America starting taking notice, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, it looks so good.
There's something about Sugar when he's behaving like that. It's like he's almost got that smirk, but that undertone of anger. you can kind of see that's there, that it would just take one word and he would be able to just tear you apart lyrically. You know, just like bam.
Well, that's it. I've always really liked the fact that they would not just respond to stupid remarks. Instead, they'll take it and they'll almost like, thank you for your hate, you stupid people, because it will fuel me and I'll put it into my song and I'll make money off of dissing you. Do you know what I mean? As in, if they can sell their music, their diss tracks, they're literally making money off of calling you a punk ass bitch.
And I did, like I say, I immediately felt it wasn't the same kind of hard hitting like
No.
But it was more of a...
It's
like every time they went Ddaeng, you could almost imagine putting a middle finger up at the same time for every single time they said it.
Absolutely, yeah. And it was literally like, I don't sweat you. Sorry, who are you? you know, whatever. You carry on thinking what you want. And it's like taking the piss massively. It's like you're in front of someone and you're being like, what? Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. What?
Yeah.
And it's just, So it's a really swaggy way to get a little bit of your own back, I think.
A nice little cameo from V. Oh my god. I love the fact they're not even phased at him just appearing.
No, I think they're totally used to that, like in rehearsals and stuff. He just literally has to be involved because he loves it.
Although I think it would have been different if they'd have had choreo.
Yeah.
Because him suddenly appearing doing something else would be a bit... This would throw you a bit. Maybe on J-Hope, but...
Yeah. No, that's it. V just came out and he was just like, yes. So, which I think, that's what I mean, that was 2018. I literally think that V's been waiting for his chance to perform that song. So when they did it at the muster, I think they were just so happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what's that?
Oh, I enjoyed that.
It's a bit of an earworm, isn't it?
I could feel like I'm going to strut when I walk, when I listen to it.
Yeah.
On headphones, it'd be a strut.
And again, really like that as musicians, they're using their voice in different ways because they're just, it's a very simple beat, melody in a way. And yet they use pauses and like spaces where they're not saying anything, and then even sounds that they just using their voice differently. Again, it just makes a whole new melody that you didn't know was possible to create.
You know, my favourite things are when Sugar does his little high bits and when he goes, It's my favourite.
That's it.
And Aaron's voice is just so deep.
Mm-hmm. But they use that again. They like where they place them and the fact that they all three of them sound so different. Whether they choose their flow or just their,
because that's how I'd say J-Hope stands out. His flow is different to theirs.
Yeah, all three of them are very different. But
and again, this was a different
J-Hope.
J-Hope.
Voice being deep. Yeah.
This wasn't Sunshine J-Hope, but it wasn't J-Hope.
It wasn't. No, it was in between.
Yeah.
The swaggy piss take J-Hope.
Almost a bit like it was, like I said, with Sugar. He was ready to kick off if need be.
But what I love about that is because they're clearly in a place where they're proud of what they've done. And it's not an arrogance. I didn't get any arrogance from them at all. I just got this feeling that they're proud of what they've done, and rightly so. So therefore they feel confident enough to stand up and be like,
it was a who's laughing now.
Yeah, absolutely. What you gotta say now?
What did you think of the performance, Kat?
I very much enjoyed it. I like rapper J-Hope.
Oh, I forgot about your J-Hope obsession.
Rapper J-Hope is everything.
Which surprises me that you've gone for rapper J-Hope because he's so different to Jimin, who is your bias.
Jimin is just life, right? Jimin is amazing, but rapper J-Hope could probably do some damage, and I'm all up for that.
Yeah, but we all know. I'll tell you right now. There's different sides to Jimin.
Yes.
And she does love Savage Jimin as well. So doesn't surprise me.
I love Savage from anyone though. Savage.
Yeah,
that's my favourite.
Just knowing it's there. No one needs to be constantly savage. You don't need to be constantly savage. You know what I mean? But just knowing it's there is like, oh, I know it's in there.
As I discovered recently at a wedding with Erin, there's only so many declarations of love I can handle. Bless her. Okay. Should we head into the explanation video? Okay, cool.
Okay, I know you wanted this, so here we are. The rap line of BTS, RM, J-Hope, and Suga dropped a hip-hop track recently on their SoundCloud called Ddaeng. It's a song that has oriental and trappy at the same time, and it's also a diss track sending messages to their haters. But the wordplay inside it is just amazing. For example, the title Ddaeng itself is used in multiple ways throughout the whole song.
All that's to do with the card game.
1팔, 2삼, 3팔. These are all card combinations that come from a Korean card game called 섰다 or 화투. 8대.
잠깐. 굿땡이요?
Simply think of them as the best combinations you can get during a game. For example, 3 and 8, which is called 3팔 광땡, is the ultimate pair that nothing can beat. Thus, the first meaning of 땡 here would be translated into something like better or invincible. Again in the chorus, the word 땡 is already used in 2 more different meanings. For these 2 lines, 땡 is used as the meaning of wrong, which originates from the imitation of a xylophone sound used in quiz shows or auditions when the participant is wrong or bad.
사람어.
땡.
땡.
For this line, 땡 is used as the sound of a bell, and it also comes from a children's song called 학교 종이 땡땡땡. Regarding J-Hope mentioning homework in the next verse, there's a very high possibility that this line implies the meaning of go to school, kids.
Hip-hop, dang, rap star, dang, young rapper, dang, 방탄, dang, because you, dang, rumor, dang.
The first lines of J-Hope's verse describe the criticism they received in the early ages about their hip-hop or rap style, or BTS being a flop. However, in the next lines, he explains that now they've become a worldwide bang from a Ddaeng.
내가 보기에 너는 땡. 우리 모두가 땡. 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에 나는 땡전혀 상관하네.
It kind of gets trickier in Suga's verse. The usage of Ddaeng is suddenly changed without any notice. The first Ddaeng indicate the meaning of wrong or nope, but when he says 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에, he suddenly jumps into the card game again. Goodbar is an everyday slang word for power/influence. When you see a very successful person, you would say something like 와 끝발 죽이네 or 끝발 날리네. This everyday slang word's origin comes from the card game 섰다 again. Good is a combination of cards equivalent to 1 point to 9 points. It's the most common pairs you will receive during a game. In contrast, a 땡 is above all goods. So that's what Suga is saying in his last lines. 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해, which means I'm a 땡 and I don't care about you lower class goods. So one more thing before we go into RM's verse. Good has the same sound as good. Yeah, and this good means the end. Suga ends his verse by saying 계속 걱정해주길 good. It could be a double translation as continue worrying about us low pointers, losers, and continue worrying about us, the end. I'm out, mic drop.
어린 척 좋아하는 머리땡 난 띵동 넌 땡 넌 실끝 난 땡 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡 널 거짓될 구열땡 날 반한 네 얼땡 네가 쩔어 뭐죠 개얼땡.
Now personally, RM's part is the apex of this whole song. It's because in one single verse, he uses 7 different usages of 땡. The first line, 캐셔 계산 소리 땡, is literally the sound of the cashier opening, which could also imply that he has a lot of money now. And the second line, 어릴 적 좋아함 얼음 땡, is a Korean version of tag. It's when kids run away, they shout 얼음, which is freeze, to get immune from the catcher, and then another survivor can come along and tag the frozen person, saying 땡, which unleashes him from the frozen state. And third, 난 띵동, 넌 땡, means I'm correct and you're wrong. And fourth, 넌 실끝, 난 땡, is again referenced from the card game. You might be a 7-pointer, but I'm above that tier. Fifth, 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡, comes from the expression 땡땡 부었다. It's a fun way to describe your face is swollen after you've eaten ramen last night. Sixth, 떨거지들 do your thing, 날 봐, 난 네 air thing. RM is now playing with language now. The pronunciation of 땡 is similar to thang, which is the slang of thing in English. Last but not least, 7th, 네가 쩔어, 멋져, 개얼탱. RM finally uses another similar sound, 탱, to make it rhyme with 땡. 얼탱이 없다 is a slang for 어이가 없다, which means dumbfounded.
어이가 없네.
Phew, so basically, I would summarize this song as genius wordplay and rhythmical onomatopoeia. The repetitive Ddaeng sound makes the song much more rhythmical and addictive, whereas the various meanings of Ddaeng constantly changing throughout the song make it hard for foreigners or average people to understand, but at the same time makes it genius for a rap lyric.
우리 celebrate celebrate 아직 celebrate 네가 먼저 날 인정해 이름값 하는 개구리들 응원해주기를 간절히 기도할게 Ddaeng.
We celebrate rather than being a celebrity. This line shows BTS's attitude or mentality of being a celebrity in a nutshell. It's not about being special or enjoying the spotlight. It's about sharing and returning the love they received by celebrating together.
이름값 하는 개구리들 응원해주기를
이름값 하는 개구리들 우물 안에 죽기를. This is a reference from a Korean saying called 우물안 개구리, which means a frog is stuck in a well and he thinks that well is his whole world. Thus, he's very narrow-sighted, and he thinks he's the best inside that small world. 개구리 usually just means frog, but in this case, I think there's a hidden double meaning inside it, saying 개구리다, which is a slang for fucking lame or foul. I think RM is addressing to the haters in Korea who think they're the best with their own lame songs in this small country. He's saying they should die in this small well called Korea without even having the opportunity to see the big world outside, where BTS is now using as a stage. Last but not least, as a director's commentary, I would like to point out the fact that despite this song being a diss track, there is actually no real hate or toxic cursing inside, but rather BTS chooses to play around playfully with the word Ddaeng in a teasing manner and swaggering about their current success. For me, this is the point that sets apart this song from all other diss tracks. Low negativity, but comic and satirical high self-esteem.
That was interesting. Like, it's the intelligence behind what they're saying.
Yeah, I love these explanations. DKDKTV do a really good job. Thank you. It was awesome.
Because again, I would never have known to look at a card game
No.
for answers.
Yeah. Like I said, I've seen that before. It's been so long since I've seen it, but I love hearing it all again. I mean, my brain can't absorb all of that, and obviously, like he was, I appreciated that he was saying like a lot of this stuff won't land for foreigners who don't necessarily understand it. But I think even that explanation for even a Korean person hearing that song would be like you know what I mean? When the wordplay just comes so fast, you're like, oh my god, I can't take it in. It's so overwhelming.
The same word being used in so many different ways.
So smart. Yeah, love it. And like he said, at the face of it, face value, it's just a tune. The melody is really, really good.
What I did like that he was saying at the end there about it being a diss track without really any hate or swearing.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know, that's what they're very good at.
Yes.
It's not negative. It's not just constantly effing and blinding about someone or bringing someone down. They're not trying to bring someone down. They're just basically saying we're better than that.
Yeah. And we would like, as in, you can do that if you want, but look, we're going to carry on doing our thing.
Because how many people release a diss track and they're just tearing someone down?
Yeah, that is the easy option. That's what I mean. They're lyrically genius.
I mean, they're not tearing people down. They're saying we're better.
Yeah. And
don't come at us. We're better.
We've said before, haven't we? How, and it's not to be horrible or anything like that, but a lot of, say, for example, like a Western rap tune can literally just be full of expletives and about women, cars and money, and they actually completely do their own thing when it comes to rap and what they're going to talk about, which is great. So it's like they're so original.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Really, really good. But I do think that's such a positive way to show somebody coming back at their haters without having to sink to their level of also dissing them, but just being like, do you know what? I don't need to sink to your level because you're wrong, and I know that. I'm just going to carry on doing my thing.
Yeah, it's that kind of, you don't have to ignore it. You don't have to just take it.
No, they're acknowledging it.
Yeah, you can acknowledge it, but
in such a classy way.
Yeah. The bigger person.
Yeah.
I could learn from that. Okay. So thank you, Mira, for suggesting that one.
Very good.
I have to tell Erin to watch that.
Yes, Erin's got some homework. She's going to be studying this anyway. She's going to be rapping Ddaeng at the wedding.
True. She'll be V.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.